All right, welcome to episode 7. We'll call it 7. I'm pretty sure it's 7. Welcome to episode 7 of my dad's podcast, where me and my dad podcast. It's been a minute. What's up, Mr. Jones?
Oh, it's all good, all good. Another day.
How you feel today?
I'm blessed.
3 times?
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. You got my blessings, apparently. I want to do things differently on this podcast. I started talking about it already, but I don't want to talk about movies no more. I mean, we could talk about movies. I want to talk about more general topics. Like, if we see a movie we like, we could talk about the movie. If we see something on TV, it might. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm tired of talking about movies. And then also I want to talk about politics too, which is just hard to mix in. So.
Oh, yeah, politics. That's always a good subject. Always a good subject because a lot of stuff's going on. We're in a country that's slowly tearing itself apart. Oh, man, and the black people didn't do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we sitting back and we just smiling and laughing and we knew those crackers. I mean, those other people. We knew they was the one destroying the country, but we wasn't going to say nothing. So we just sitting back and how many people did you see climbing that wall at the Capitol?
Yo, I was just
How
about
many
to
black
say.
people? How many black people you saw climbing that wall?
I seen one black guy that was in the Capitol, but he looked like he was on a field trip. Like I was thinking that was probably my favorite day as a black American.
Yep, because I saw that same black guy, and I think he had water. I think he was taking water to everybody. He was playing water boy.
Like and then after all of that, a white person managed to get shot. Like that was wild to me. I don't want to say I wish they had handled that more like they would have handled it for other American citizens. Like I still look at that, even though I had so much pride as a black American that day, I still looked at that as proof that like they put themselves above us.
Well, we realize that in this country here, where they're the majority, that they're gonna put themselves above us.
Are we sure that they are the majority, though? Like, I understand we've been doing the census for hundreds of years and stuff. We've been lying to American people. Okay, I see too many black people, and not even just in my everyday life, because I live in black neighborhoods, which not even all the way, because right now we're not in a black neighborhood. You feel me? We out here.
We moving on up, baby.
But
we
even
like the Jeffersons, baby. We moving up.
The way I see it is, I could get somewhere and not see no white people. Like, I could go to the right neighborhood and I won't see no white people. I'm never anywhere where I don't see black people. Black people, they're too much. I feel like if black people was only 13% of the population, there's no way the NBA would be that black. And I get it. I understand. In the NFL, all these, I get it. I understand that there's cultural things that might lead black people to want to do that more, and then the whole they bred us to be physically super. I get that, but there's just no way that you can convince me that it would be that overwhelmingly black if we were only 13% of the population. And then on top of that, we've been 13% of the population my whole life. So we just all having kids at the same rates too, and it's just I need more evidence to support this idea that we are a minority. Until further evidence is presented to me, I'm going to tell myself that there's more black people than white people.
I don't know. You go to the Midwest and that hockey's out there and all that stuff, and you see the stands they full. You don't see how they show up for Caitlin Clark, right? They out there in Iowa, baby, showing up in the thousands for Caitlin.
Okay, yeah. Looking at an Iowa basketball game, you might not find any black people other than Angel Reese, but still, it's just 13% is very, very small. Like 13, that's just barely over 1 out of every 10 people. And it's just, why are so many entertainers black then?
Well, that's our talent. That's our strong suit. See, and we're seen all over the TV, even though we're not wanted, nor are we liked. We're seen all over the TV because of our talent scale, our talent level and everything. People want to see us entertaining because we're very good at entertaining, but that's the only reason why. And then you have all these black entertainers. It's so many black rappers, and Eminem was the highest paid.
Eminem is the highest selling, which I think that's interesting. But like rap music, it's been a long time since rap music was for black people. I know that black people make it, and like it speaks on our lives and everything like that. But anybody who knows anything about rap music knows that for a long time you had to appeal to white people if you wanted to be a rapper. Who won the first Grammy?
I don't know, white people.
It was Will Smith, because he was appealing to white people. You can't tell me that in whatever year he won that first Grammy that he made the best rap album, him and Jazzy Jeff. I refuse to believe it. He was on tour with Uncle Luke. Like so off rip, I already know. Like he was on tour with like Public Enemy and stuff.
But you said it. He was more appealing
to white people.
Our brothers of Caucasian persuasion. So that's why he blew up and everything. So because
exactly,
he
but
was appealing to them, and he he's non-threatening like we are.
I'm gonna throw in a clip right now of him slapping Chris Rock, and then we're gonna. Are you sure?
No. If they were filming back in the old days, I saw a lot of house niggas slap slave niggas. I saw a lot of them slap. So hey, that's just normal.
I'm just saying, right now, I don't think he gets the harmless tag. He can't have it right now. But like he had it back in the day, and that's why he sold what he sold. I'm talking bad about Will Smith though. I did actually enjoy his rap music. It wasn't better than mine, but it was
better than Tupac's.
That's not a conversation that people are ready for.
Oh, okay, because I love Tupac.
But I'm ready to have it though, because
I love Tupac.
Because I will.
But
say,
Will made more money than Tupac in the rap game,
and that's what take away everything about Will Smith's rapping career. I mean, about his acting career. Take away the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Look at him just as a rapper. Only the accomplishments he has in rap, and then hold that up to Tupac. Only the accomplishments he has in rap. It's hard to make an argument for Tupac over Will Smith unless I know you're really into Tupac, and I'm kind of a Tupac fan, but like objectively speaking, like Tupac only appealed more than Will Smith to a very small group of people. Like for his.
Well, his consciousness is what appealed to me.
Exactly.
See,
that's
Will
not fun.
Don't have that same consciousness.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's not fun music. Like I got like I'm into the genre itself to where I'll sit down and I'll listen to the words you have to speak for an entire album, and as if I'm listening to like a documentary or something.
West Philadelphia, born and raised.
But sometimes sometimes I just want to hear hoo-ha, yeah. Like sometimes I want to let's go back to Cali or what was this song?
Oh, yeah.
Like that. It's just he has so much fun of music. Like he has so like I've had this thought for a while. I don't know if you could tell. I got excited when you brought up that comparison because I've been having this thought for a while. Because obviously his wife wants him to be Tupac so bad, and I think Jada is so lame for that. I think she is so maybe in her early 20s that was cool. Anybody at her age should definitely see that Will Smith is a better romantic partner for her, especially because he likes her. Like at least he like her. Hold on real quick. At the very least, at least he likes her.
Well. You have to look at Jada. I feel bad for Jada because Jada getting a bad rap and everything because Will slapped Chris and everything. But Jada got to deal with Will and these other guys.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave that one alone. But what I will say though is, can we stop pretending like Jada got a bad rap because Will Smith slapped Chris Rock? That was something to talk about, I guess, as it relates to Jada. Jada got a bad rap because she got piped out by her son's friend. Like that's where the bad rap came from. Will Smith could have slapped the mess out of Chris Rock. If that didn't happen, nobody's looking at Jada crazy. And then she got on the Red Table Talk and talked about it. So it's like. That's where Jada looking crazy comes from. And then also the fact that she be sharing her husband with other men, but she got the hairstyle down now. So like he probably like her more.
Boy. boy. That's my Flavor Flav.
Flavor. I think Flavor Flav ruined television. I know
he ruined my eyesight. I had better vision before I saw Flav.
Flavor Flav is a very handsome man.
Woo!
Did you see? He had 2 seasons, or was it 3? He had 2 seasons of a bunch of kind of sometimes attractive women fighting over him, which is what I was talking about when I said Flavor Flav ruined television, because nothing's been the same since then.
Well, I don't know. Flav had a woman fight over him that Shaq had to beg for. Shaq got Flav left over.
What's crazy is when that happened, I was like 13, 14 years old. And my little dumb pee-wee brain thought Shaq had got some like, oh, Shaq got boots? Oh man, Shaq got and now I'm grown and I'm like, Shaq has $500 million and shares bodies with Flavor Flav.
Why?
It's like this woman really got on TV trying to fight, and she wasn't fighting for Flavor Flav because she won and then they broke up. Like she was fighting for being on TV, and that woman wanted to be on TV and be famous so bad that she chased Flavor Flav publicly, and then you, Shaq, decided you was gonna cuff. Like that is the reason why Shaq is always talking about his ex-wife. Not because he realized his mistakes, because he know he looks stupid for that. Like he made it worse.
Yep, Shawnee was. I don't know their relationship, but she was a good girl. Good lady.
mean, he talked like she was too.
Oh yeah. I've never ever heard him say anything negative about her. So I think she handled her end of the deal. He just.
You heard what Shaq said about Angel Reese?
What he said about Angel?
He said that she was, and I quote, the greatest LSU athlete ever.
And?
No thoughts on that?
No. Shaq is giving her a compliment because she's a very good ball player, but Shaq said that, and he took his stuff out of that equation. He's talking about not including him.
He's talking about not including a lot of people. Angel Reese's response was that he made himself look like a fool.
Really?
Yeah, Shaq need to stop trying to pander to women. Shaq be trying to get in their good graces, and it's like, Shaq, bro, they will make you look stupid the first chance they get.
Boy, cause she said that.
That's crazy. Even
that was a poor response. That was a compliment to her.
If somebody ever told me, Marlon, you were the greatest rapper alive, I'd be like, in the back of my mind, I'd be like, that's a foolish thing to say. But out my mouth, I would be like, thank you.
Yeah, I would never. If I was Angel, I would have never said that. I understand she's known for saying what's on her head and all that and everything, which I admire about her. But well, I just can't say you, Angel. Women, learn how to take a compliment.
Woo!
Learn how to take one.
Spit.
In my day, a compliment was nice. They took them and they were nice.
Let them cook now. Keep going. Let them cook.
But nowadays, they just can't take those compliments.
They don't know how, and it's ridiculous because we keep being forced to. And I think it's wild if women complimented men more, or well, I don't know, because can women take compliments from themselves? Put a pin in that. I think maybe if women complimented men more, they would be better equipped to accept compliments. Like, I remember one time there was this trend going around where women would screenshot men who, complimented them in their DMs, their direct messages. And then, he'd be like, you're so very beautiful. And she'll be like, I know. And then after that, he would get offended. And they were saying, oh, men get so mad when you don't compliment them back. Look at how these men are acting when you don't compliment them back. And it's like, me as a guy, I don't expect a compliment back. We never get compliments back. What we expect is some form of gratitude for the compliment. And it's like, y'all are so full of yourselves that when somebody says you're very attractive and you say I know and they get offended, you think they're offended because they wanted you to reciprocate the compliment, but you're so much more attractive to them that you're deserving of it and they're not. When in actuality, they just expect you to communicate like a regular human being.
And that's an icebreaker also. That's an icebreaker.
They don't know
to get them to talk and everything.
They don't know what that is. A woman doesn't know what an icebreaker is. They think that's a piece of gum because they don't have to start conversations. Women suck at generating any sorts of relationships, and it bothers me because they want them so bad. They want them so bad, and men be willing to oblige them. But it's like I asked you for $100. No, I didn't ask you for $100. I have a shirt on that says I would like $100. Mm-hmm. I would like $100, and you walk up to me, you're like, hey, would you like $100? And I'm like, try harder to give it to me. That's how women are, playing hard to get is ridiculous to me. It's the dumbest thing in the world. And it's like, okay, well, maybe she's just not interested. Then open your two lips and say that.
Yep.
They struggle so much with basic communication. And the thing is, that's why men are able to finesse them as easy as they are.
Well, my thing is that what gets me as an older gentleman is that the fact that you have women saying that they don't want to be looked upon as sex object and looked at in a sexual manner while they're wearing a thong.
They say the dumbest of stuff. I seen this video of this guy. And I'm gonna throw this video in there. His daughter, maybe 4. We'll call her 4, but 4 is as old as she possibly could have been. She in front of a camera. She twerking and stuff like that. You know what twerking is.
Oh yeah.
So she's twerking in front of this camera. He walk up to her like that, like a little pop, like stop. You know what I'm saying? The caption from this woman who posted this video on the internet was like, "Oh, if any man, including my husband, touches my daughter, then we planning a funeral." I'm reading the comments under it and stuff like that. Women are like, "Oh, he's sexualizing his daughter because when she started twerking, he stopped her in order to, like, he was sexualizing." The twerking itself was not what was sexualizing the child. It was him that was sexualizing her by telling her to stop twerking.
Well, everybody who commented something stupid like that should dye their hair blonde.
If this is what we, but like this is my experience. Like, and this is why y'all don't be seeing when me and my dad actually argue on the podcast. And that was a part of why I wanted to start changing the subject, because I felt like trying to talk about movies. It's like we're trying to talk about other stuff while still trying to talk about movies, and it makes the communicate. But y'all, usually when me and him get in an argument, it's about women. Because he'll try to explain stuff to me, and it's like, you've been married forever. These women aren't the same. Like, the class of them, the caliber of these women is holistically different. And it's just, they blow mine, because women think that they're really, really smarter than men. And men realize that being smart is a large responsibility, so it's easier to just act stupid. Like, it's genuinely easier to just let a person think that you're stupid than it is to try to prove to them that you're intelligent. The problem is, women aren't smart enough to realize that men are just playing stupid. We're not actually stupid. And then they come to us and pose arguments that would only work against a stupid person. And us being intelligent enough to know that it's easier to play stupid, we let these stupid arguments go, because we would have to blow our cover to tell them, hey, I have the cognitive reasoning ability to know that what you just said was outlandishly idiotic. It kills me. It kills me. Ladies, we're not as dumb as we try to make it seem. I swear to you. I promise you. If I spend $1,000 on you, I know I just spent $1,000 on you. Like, you will never trick me into spending $1,000 on you. If I spent that $1,000 on you, I was making a purchase. I swear to God, I knew what I was doing. Like, it is baffling to me how stupid women think grown men that have to take care of themselves are. Like, I literally have a car note. What do you mean you think I don't know that I'm spending that same amount of money on you? Come on.
Well,
I'm sweating.
I think what happens is that over the years and everything, we as men, we've taken this protection thing so to the point that where we feel protecting them emotionally by not hurting their feelings emotionally is a form of protecting them, and we go out of our way not to hurt feelings.
That was very insightful. Maybe that is what it is. Maybe guys aren't playing stupid. Maybe we're trying to not hurt feelings. I don't feel that reciprocated. Cause I ain't gonna lie. If I cared for the women that I be trying to holler at, my feelings would be hurt sometimes. Which is another reason why it be so difficult to date. Cause it's like, you'll try to holler at a girl and you have to pretend like you like her already. You can't walk up to a girl and be like, I'm not interested in you, but I might be if you have a cool personality. No, you have to approach her as if you already think she has a cool personality, and then just like move forward with the conversation there. And it be like, I be approaching women like with a certain level of like, I don't want to say genuineness because that would be a lie, but like that's like, if I was gonna approach you genuine, it would come across like I would do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they'll respond in such a hateful manner that I'm like, what did I do to you? like were you? And it's like to me, you kind of swoop, so it don't matter. Your opinion means nothing to me in the real world. But if it did, I would be hurt, bro. My little heart would have just crumbled, and that's a part of the reason why I be feeling myself so callous, because it's like, y'all, if women have this thing also. Like, is this the podcast where I vent about women? Yeah. Women do this thing. Women do this thing where when they curve you, they want you to die alone. If you approach a woman and she says, I am not interested in you, in her mind, you still belong to her. You just got, like, you don't try to holler at nobody. Like, women will get genuinely upset. They will get genuinely upset if they curve you and then see you talking to another girl. God forbid that girl is giving you some attention. Do you know what I mean? I done been out so many times. I try to holler at a girl because I play the numbers, for real. When I got to a certain level of self-confidence where it's like, you really can't hurt my feelings, I play the numbers. It's 50 girls in here. If I holler at 49 of them, 2 of them gonna like me. And maybe one of those 2 girls is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just threw out random numbers because if I holler at 49 girls, I better get more than 2. But I'm just saying, like, my point is I'm playing the numbers here. And it's been so many situations where I don't walk up to a girl and I'm talking about, I have this thing where I'm going to say something to you memorable. Like, that's always been my thing. I've always had, like, the way that I speak, like, I'll say some off-the-wall stuff, like, I'd be out of pocket. And it's like, I know how to communicate it properly, though, in a way. The best compliment I ever actually got was, you could say anything to anybody and get a good reaction. So it's like...
Oh, really?
Yeah, and to this day, that gassed my head up so much, I've never forgotten it. That compliment, I could tell you that compliment was in 2013, 10 years ago. I remember who gave it to me. Like, so I'll do that, right? You know, I'm flattering, I make you smile, laugh a little bit. I'm cute enough, you know what I'm saying? But you curve me for whatever reason. My problem is I'm not overly persistent because, like I say, I'm playing the numbers game. So I'm going to tell you what's up, and it's like either you're going to reciprocate it or I'm going to go on about my business. Like, and sometimes they want you to, like, push, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But my issue comes in where I'll do that and they'll curve me and I'll just politely, all right, let me get out your hair. And then I'll go talk to another girl, right? Now she mean mugging me. God forbid I take my phone out and start typing like it's a number in there. Now she tapping me on the shoulder and stuff. Oh, you was just trying to holler in front of the girl. Oh, you was just trying to holler at me. How you trying to holler at her? Because you said no. What do you mean? Hey, shorties be wanting you to die alone, and I don't get it.
Oh.
I had to vent that. Man, they be killing me. They do. I love women to death, though. The other day, I was talking to Mommy on the phone, and I said, I love women. And she was like, oh, I thought you hated women.
Yeah, she told me she thought you hated women, too. I'm like, I don't think he hated women. It's just right now you're going through a bad patch.
That's exactly what it is. I got a bad batch, too much bacon on it. It's haram. What my problem is, I deeply care about women. I love women so much. I love their energy. I love being around them. Like, I genuinely care for you as a person. So when you slap me in my face, I'm bothered by it. And I just happen to speak well enough to verbalize why I am bothered by what you did. And the thing is, I've always said this. You cannot hate something that you don't love. Those are not opposites. The opposite of love is fear. It is impossible for you to hate something that you don't love. You could dislike.
That's deep.
You could dislike something a lot. You could dislike something a lot, but there's a certain level of like that like how that I say it hurt when they slap me in the face. That hate, that's where the hate comes from. You gotta care about something enough to love it in order to hate it.
Oh, I agree with that. I agree with that. That's so true.
So that's why I hate women.
Gosh, that's true right there. That's a true statement. That's almost like if you love them, let them go.
You have to sometimes.
Yeah, I'm like, man, that's a lot of love.
Love them, let them. That's hard sometimes because, like, it's so true. Sometimes when you genuinely care about a person, it is just, and it's not like, oh, let them go, and if it was real, they will come back. Like, it's like, no, you gotta let them go, and then go on about the rest of your life. Find somebody else, let them find somebody else and be happy. Or else the way that you will feel about them is going to make you worse of a person. That's why you got to let them go. Not so they can see. They make it seem like you got to let them go so they can see that you were good for them and appreciate you. No, you got to let them go for your own so you can be the best version of yourself.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like whatever. Whatever keeping up at night, you losing sleep because of this woman, you had to let her go. I guarantee you would lose twice as much sleep trying to keep her. Cause you're gonna be losing sleep trying to keep her, and then still have to let her go and lose the same amount of sleep.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot about relationships over my life. Like another thing I've learned. Just because two people are meant for each other don't mean that they're going to be together. Just because two people broke up don't mean that they weren't meant for each other. A lot of relationships end because a thing happened, and that you can't take that thing back. But that doesn't make you not the type of person that's for me. That doesn't make me not the type of person for you. But this event happened, and we cannot make that event not have had happened. We would probably be able to be married if we could absent 73 hours from our lives. But we can't. Those 3 days happened, and it can never work now. The person you are is the person I'm looking for. The person I am is the person you were looking for. But that event happened.
That one event can actually change it.
Because one event can change the way you look at somebody. One event can change your perspective. One event can change who you are as a person.
If that one event actually changed you emotionally, but if it just changed you because it happened and technically it wasn't something that you couldn't get over, I don't understand.
Nah, I don't believe in getting over things in general. You don't get over anything. You internalize everything that happened and respond. Now you can do that healthily. Right. You can learn positively from the experience, but you don't get over anything unless you forgot about it. Like genuine, like.
Well, I think if you forget about it, you didn't learn from it.
Exactly. Like what I'm like, you don't get over stuff. So it's like, but when something happens, like here's my thing. To the same token, a one day can make a relationship. I've been trying to holler at you for 6 months, but that one time where you called me at 1:30 in the morning, I answered, and you were like, "Listen, man, I'm having a rough day. My car just broke down. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was just on a date with somebody else, and he won't even come back to help me. And it's just like I literally have nobody to call but you. Can you please look out for me?" And then you show up and you do what you got to do for her, and then you don't complain about it. You move that to the same token. That can make a relationship.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So it's like in any relationship, it's only a very small portion of it. And this is romantic relationships or platonic relationships. Only a very small portion of the relationship is what actually builds and maintains the relationship. The rest of it is just us existing. You know what I'm saying? The red I hear what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. If every day our relationship had to be made or broken, that would be far too stressful. Most days is just us chilling. Most days is just us enjoying each other's company. Most days is just us being. You know what I'm saying? But every once in a while, circumstances get to a certain point to where the rubber meets the road. And that's when you realize who's really there for you and who's not really there for you. But if those types of things happened every single day, we would all be going to an early grave from stress.
Well, I agree with you. Stress kills people, and a lot of times we allow things to stress us that shouldn't stress us. You know, I guess your mom, she get upset with me a lot because if I can't control it, I don't really let it stress me out. Mm-hmm. It's only stuff that I can control, and I'm not doing a good job of controlling it that stresses me and makes me mad.
I'm the exact opposite.
Really?
I get stressed out and mad when I don't have control over a situation. If I have control over a situation, what am I stressing for? If I did it wrong, then I did it wrong. Whatever. If I didn't handle it the right way, I had the ability to. What stresses me out is when I got to sit there like I just got to take the world as it is. I can't save the world. I think that's the biggest stress that I have in my life is that I can't save the world. And I would love to. I would do anything to save the world, but I can't do it.
My thing is that I know me and that I have a short fuse, and I have to maintain my cool because I'm the type of person who will do something and be sorry for it later. So I have to watch myself very closely. That's why I don't own a weapon. Yes, America, I do not own a gun. So if you bother me, you may get stabbed, but you ain't gonna get shot.
If you bothering him, you might get shot. I'm just gonna leave it there. Anyway,
I can only stab you, probably with a spoon or a fork. Hey.
The camera battery died. What makes me mad is that camera was off and that camera was on. So I was like, you know what? I left that camera on. Let me make sure to go charge the battery. I should have just charged them both, right?
Oh,
so now
really?
that camera battery dead, and now that one is still alive. Do you feel content with this podcast? We've been talking for about 30 minutes. I just wanted to get 30 minutes out. I don't know if Mommy told you this. I told her this earlier. I've been suffering from the worst social anxiety ever since the pandemic. It's because I enjoyed the pandemic too much. The whole idea of I get to not interact with nobody. Nobody could be within 6 feet of me. Like, it was just that, like, the way the world was during the pandemic was so geared towards my desires that when the pandemic ended and it sped back up and we had to start interacting with people again, I still haven't gotten to the point where I'm comfortable with it yet. Like,
yeah, I'm still wearing my mask too.
No, I'm not talking about wearing a mask. I'm talking about just the anxiety of being around people, standing in line and looking over my shoulder and seeing somebody a half a foot behind me is just, I hate it. Like, I can't bring myself to go out places. Like, I used to, back in the day, I never was a huge fan of partying and stuff like that, but I recognize the ends of having sex with women, so I have to go. But like nowadays, it's like that which used to be enough inspiration for me to get up and do that isn't anymore. It's like I would just not. And now I have to meet women at like the grocery store and stuff like that, which is...
That's the best place to meet them because at least they're cooking.
True. They be having kids all the time. That's my problem. Every woman at the grocery store got kids.
That's a good thing too. They're fertile.
Y'all, I really enjoyed this episode of my dad's podcast. We'll be back. When do you want to record again? Do you want to record like on a schedule or just kind of whenever?
Just kind of whenever something happens on the TV and the news is out there, and because if we were just like. Well, I don't know, because we just doing the news. Donald do something every day that I like, baby. I be talking about Donald Trump, the Republicans every day. I don't like Democrats.
Me neither. I want to start streaming. I don't know what I need. I know I need some kind of camera that can stream. I'm pretty sure that's the last thing I need. I want to start streaming just so I can sit down and watch and watch the news on stream so I could talk about Donald Trump. And I know my mother, hold up. And my mother, I know she hates this, and it kind of like it's disappointing to me because I can't do anything about it. How big of a fan of Donald Trump I am, and it's like I know she finds this man to be just deplorable.
Oh yes,
and I understand why.
Hillary Clinton called it right, a basket of deplorables.
And he's like, I could just see it. Everything about every fiber of his being just oozes animosity from Mommy. Like she hates him.
Oh yeah,
she hates him.
I don't like him. He's entertaining.
And when I tell you, if I find out Donald Trump is speaking on any station, I'll change the channel and put it on there. Donald Trump's one of the few people who I'll be sitting here like this and I get a notification on my phone saying, oh, this person just posted a YouTube video. Oh, I'm watching it right now. This man, he is by far the most entertaining person and it's not even close. It is not even, and just the fall off from being able to watch, because it's one thing when we could watch Donald Trump, he occasionally gets to come out with statements and stuff, or like we get to listen to people talk about him, which I also think is fascinating just to hear people talk about Donald Trump. But like back when he was president, we used to really get like weekly addresses for like once a week he would be on TV talking. And when I tell you, Mr. Jones, I was just...
Yeah, but I never watched him like that. I like sit there and like, man.
Donald Trump is my second favorite president. And he's only second favorite because Obama was cooler than him. Obama was not more entertaining than him. He was more fun than him. He wasn't more entertaining than him. But Obama was just like, I know Obama had hoes. Like he was just smooth with it. And then he was a hooper and just Obama was my favorite president. Not because he was black. Oh, the camera's off. I'm going to find some stuff to just put on screen since apparently both cameras have died. But like Obama, Obama was my favorite president, not because he was black, but because he was cool. You know what I'm saying? And to the same token, Donald Trump is my second favorite, and I can overlook the fact that, like, I'm sure he's a bad person. I think all of them are bad people, though, other than Obama. I think he was actually a good person, but I think all of them were bad people, so it's like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But, like, he is just so much fun. He's like Obama mixed with George Bush, who I also did really like.
Oh yeah, George Bush was a comedian, and I think Donald Trump did more for comedians than anybody because he gave them all kind of material.
And
all kind of material.
Donald Trump did so much for any content creators, which includes the news. I be saying all the time that CNN is a content creation network. Like that.
They fired Don Lemon. They gave him his pink bag so he could leave. They put that little on his way, buddy. I'm like, man.
I'm gonna be honest. If we live in a world where being homosexual can't get you job security, I don't know what can. If being gay and black is not enough to keep you on CNN, then we're all doomed.
Yep. That little fella right there, man. I was like, man, you just. How you gonna tell a Native American guy? I don't know what your ethnicity. I don't know what you are.
Ethnicity.
I don't know what you are. Man, I'm a Native American.
I used to watch CNN. I'm not gonna lie. I was a fan of. I like Don Lemon. I disagree with a lot of stuff he said. I just like the way he talked. I was just waiting for him to hit one of these. That would have made my life if he just gave one like. If I had just got one of those from Don Lemon, I'd hire him.
I'd have quit watching CNN altogether, man. You know, I only watch CNN now
for what's her name?
Abby Phillips, the smartest woman that's ever been on CNN. Yeah, I said it. I stand by it.
Mama said she seen her standing up the other day, and she has thick thighs, which in my mind makes me feel like she has a fat butt. So that's the only reason why I feel like I might like her. The rest of it, I'm not a huge fan. But like, if her butt's
like her because she's a very smart, very intelligent young lady. Very, very intelligent.
I like Candace Owens.
I like Candace too. I just don't agree with her politics, but she's a smart girl.
As soon as Candace Owens starts talking about black people, I disagree with what she says. Like, I'll say 50% of the time when she talks about black people, I instantly start to disagree with what she says. 99% of the time, other than that, I'd be like, Shorty is spitting right now. Like, she is talking that talk. Like,
well, I hadn't listened to her that much to really know a lot about her contents. But I just know she's an intelligent young lady. But she ain't no Abby Phillips.
I don't know. All of them married to white men. So
no. Abby husband just as black as they come.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Oh, so Abby wins. I didn't know that. I thought they was both dating a white guy. So no, Abby wins then.
No, Abby husband is black.
I get Candace Owens cheat on her husband though. I think if I genuinely met, listen, let me tell you.
If you got the right money, she'll cheat on him.
No, I don't even think it's about the money. Because I'm pretty sure she's rich at this point, and he's probably also rich. I think the thing is, Candace Owens wasn't accepted by the black community because of the way that she spoke as a child. And my thing is, I don't want to say I was not accepted. I was made fun of. Like, I think there's a certain level of people think that you're being ostracized just because you're being made fun of. And I was brutally made fun of for the way that I spoke. And I just think that turned her off of black people. And I think if I got to sit down and have a conversation with her where I'm like, yes, I am also like that. And not only am I like that, but that is my preference in women. Yeah, I like black girls who are nerdy and talk white and don't want to go out and or do all this, that, and third. I don't have a problem with the black girls who do want to do that stuff. But like her specifically, like her, that is just my subjective brand of woman. And I think if I got 30 minutes in her ear, the first 27 minutes we would have an intelligent conversation, and the next 180 seconds I would be getting head.
Boy, that's cold blooded. And then the next 180 seconds, y'all ain't talking, y'all ain't like each other. I don't want to deal with
I would hope it would take her longer than 180 seconds. But I mean, after that's over, then it's like, so what you about to get into?
No. All right, Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones.
Enjoyed you.
I enjoyed
this
you
podcast.
As well.
Hey.
Oh, we got some more. We have more subs than we had last time. Last time we recorded, I think we were at 67, and we're at like 97 now. Because like I said, I've been posting shorts and stuff. I just posted a short today about I'm trying to learn how to juggle again, and I got like 2,000 views on it and a few subscribers. So it's like, what's troubling to me is it's like the subscribers I'm getting, I don't. They're subscribing because they're seeing my shorts where I'm just like ranting about stuff, or like I posted some shorts of my music videos and things of that nature, and it's like I don't know how the retention is gonna translate. So that's why it's like it's not that big of like, because almost 100 subs is something that I would look at as a really like big accomplishment. It's just I hope that they're here for like everything and not just the one specific thing that caused them to sub. Because I have a variance of things that I want to share with the world, and it's about to get a lot of fun. I almost looked at the camera forgetting that it was off.
All right.
I'm so upset that how did both cameras die? Like not even just like
batteries might have been overcharged because I know one of them was on that thing for weeks.
It's because it's like in my mind, on the whole, like as a long form content, this podcast was really great. But like I know now when I go to try to cut it up into like segments, and then when I try to separate those segments down into shorts, is going to be tedious for me. But I think that I'll be able to find enough stuff to just play over our audio to keep people intrigued, and it'll be related to what we're talking about. But like this was a good start, but I feel like that was just another one of those things with the camera. Now, like, everything for me today that can go... Today has been a testament of Murphy's Law to me. Other than your wife, she really helped me out, and I really appreciate her. But everything else, other than my interactions with my mother today, has just... If it could go wrong, it's been trying to, like, defeat me. And it almost won. Today almost won. But, like, you know, it didn't.
All righty. Mr. Jones... Fans. Family.
We ended. Bye.
I forgot
how we ended it for a second.
My phone.